Oh, not Chinese. Thanks. Um, so in OpenAI, the setup that I did yesterday was I just went to the OpenAI APIs dashboard settings. In billings, I added this some credits here. Then, if you go to pricing page of OpenAI, you'll see that they have pricing defined for every API. So they have pricing for the GPT-4 Turbo API, GPT 3.5 Assistant API. They have image models, audio models. So there's Dolly. So I have added some credits and I was just playing around. So thought I can just play around on a stream. So the first project that I was trying out was a few years back. I had built this tool called text to handwriting, where you can type something, generate image, and it just gives you an image that you can submit as an assignment or submit in college. The problem with this was these letters that you see, they are font. So if I type L twice, it's still the same L. There's no randomness here, which makes it still feel like it's not as realistic. I eventually archived this project thinking that this is the max we can achieve with this approach, and there might not be anything else we can do. But I was playing around the OpenAI API yesterday, and they have these image models which I was trying out. So basically, something around you give this text to the ChatGPT to OpenAI, and it will return you an image that looks like it's handwritten, like an actual image. So completely going away from this font plus CSS sort of approach here. Um, I had done uh, I had done some exploration yesterday. So yeah, first of all, if you go to pricing, you can go to the learn about image generation part, and they have this API for image generation. But before that, I think you'll have to go to Quick Start and just set up the API keys. So this is Python guide. It's Node.js. So just installing the npm library of OpenAI and setting up your keys. So you'll get the keys in your API keys section. You can create keys there. And from that, you can just keep this, like the thing that they recommend is just export this OpenAI API key to from your ZSHRC, and then the OpenAI API automatically reads it from here, so it works for all projects. So I have set up this key in my ZSHRC. So now I can just go and call any of these APIs. So if I go to image generation, they have this OpenAI's API for generating image. So I had done that slightly. I'll just run it in show runs. I'm using Bun. So what I have is just OpenAI. I imported OpenAI. You find it, initiated it here. There is this text to write variable, which is basically the text from text to handwriting, this text. And then you have a prompt where you have to mention what exactly do you want. So it's just a long prompt where I'm asking OpenAI to create a notebook of 24 lines of pages. I'll just show you something. Fine. If I, let's say I don't describe the prompt as much and then generate this. So you have response, OpenAI images generate. Here I'm defining the model as .a3, but you can also do it with two. With the two here. And style ribbon. If I generate from, you can define size. I'm just running this file with one. I have logged the response. So we'll get the image URL, the image that OpenAI generates, and then we can visit that from browser. Yeah. Um, so we have this image now. Here. Yeah, you'll see that it's nothing like what we want. It's like it didn't even write the text properly. So you kind of have to. So okay, whenever you do this OpenAI images.generate thing, what OpenAI does is it revises your prompt. So if you're given, let's say, one line prompt, it will try to describe it more and just create an additional prompt that can easily be used for generating the image. So ChatGPT sort of does this elaborated description of that. A lot of that might end up messing up with your image. So the recommended way from them is to just write as long prompts as possible, describe as much as possible, so that the images are more, so that it overrides this revised prompt and it generates the image that you wanted. I just add this additional prompt as well. I should type it again. We have another image. This is a little better, but it's still, this isn't what exactly we want either. There's one more option in OpenAI, this style vivid. What this vivid does a lot of times is it generates the dramatic images. So it just creates more hyper realistic, dramatic images, which isn't something that we want either. We want a more natural image. So you can set the style to natural, and then we can drag them. It still might not be very accurate. This is close. It still messed up the words, I guess. This is close. What happens if I generate this again? Will it generate the same image? I can try this. Will it generate the same image? It messed up even more. So now we have to write a prompt properly that describes what we want and what we don't want. So yeah, I was thinking of rewriting this prompt a bit. It didn't work well. I just write a new prompt. So the things that this image got right is the background paper. It's still very close to what I wanted. It's the text that it's messing up. So I'll keep this create a 24 lines to for the page. I think this is working properly. Yeah, then we'll put our text. Now, if we look at this image and this image, it has messed up the text quite a bit. So we can just ask OpenAI to is readable. Um, will this change anything? Let's see. Nope, it messed up even more. So, what else can we write on this? Can it understand smaller texts? But yeah, overall, it didn't felt as reliable. Um, like sometimes it generates good enough images, but sometimes it just goes like this, even with the same prompt. You could also explore stable diffusion with Spring or stable diffusion image to image APIs, which may help consistency. What is stable diffusion? See this image first. It should get the smaller text, right? I don't know what this is. Okay. Oh, I'll have to sum it up. Let's see what it generates with this prompt. Yeah, happy sign. There are also image to image options, so could you try uploading a usual? I was trying that, but like here, where is it? There is this edits option where you can like submit an image and then ask it to modify that image. The issue with this is it's only available for the version 2, and version 2 is really bad. It generated a very weird image then also. So yeah, even with that, it didn't help. Like it just completely ignored this image and generated a different image from the prompt itself. So that try again. Okay, button. Where was that page that we landed on earlier? Wait a minute. A different page from this is paper diffusion API.com/page one. I get to know to this. Mm, none of these are closer to what we wanted. Again, and it has we have to upgrade to some pricing area. What did they mean by try to clear? Yeah, anyway, I'll try this out. But yeah, this one at least didn't seem like it helped a lot. There's another thing that I was exploring in pricing. There were, yeah, there's something called, we have GPT-4 Turbo. Let's go here. So yeah, here you'll see all the things that OpenAI APIs can do. There's like text generation things. There's some guessing more like a chatbot kind of thing. Um, Apart from that, there was vision. Yeah, this is the one that I wanted to try. Where vision allows the model to take an image and answer questions about them. Historically, language model seems to have been limited by taking into single input text. So this takes image as an input, and then based on that it can um, generate answers. Let's try this out. We'll try it here. What can we ask it to generate? And take image and text. So one idea I had was, can we give it a screenshot of UI and ask it to write the code? Let's just try that. Better to go for something simpler. Try this. This probably is not going to work, but let's just ask it to write a code for this. Oh, did it write something? No, it's too less of a code to be true, but we try this. Seems like where the code starts.
Oh, they didn't write something. It's too less of a code to wait really. But
Let's see. The flash and see. Should I just replace the slash and see? It got the text right. It even created the button. I didn't have that lock your account. It got most of the things right. I feel these are like anyway the images. So, yeah, it's possible I won't be able to do this. Interesting. Should we try this on like more simpler UIs that doesn't have as much images? HTML settings. Let's see if it can build this. One second. I'll do this somewhere. Let's see if it can do this. This is what this is the HTML stuff. It has created CSS and HTML separate to this one. This is where CSS starts. And we need this. And then I guess it's I think this is what we wanted. It got the header right, it got the sidebar right, it got the text right, which is being at the copyright, but nice. So, vision seems interesting. It, I don't think it can build the more complex UIs yet, but it's nice for some simpler UIs. It might be able to build something like a drop down or single component. Let's try that as well. What image it is. So what I'm going to do is we tried this with HTML CSS code. We can ask it to build a card in React. Just keep this aside. The cool part is I haven't even given it like a longer prompt or something. It's a very pretty short prompt. Even in the short prompt, it's able to do a pretty good job. Let me build this component in React. Use style components. The style. Let's try this. I think we'll also need some React project. So start a React project. Like, mm, it's the React JavaScript project. Yeah, okay. Hmm. Here looks good. I have to do that. So we have card.js code here, which starts from this. What am I doing this? You can just choose this. And this will print the, what is this message? Content directly. So we don't have to deal with that. Yeah, yeah, this is better. So we have card.js function, which hosted there. Let's just create that. Yeah. Then we have APIs. Um, is that it? It's the style components in this. So first we'll install the style components. There's some image. Oh, nice. Good. Let's close. We added, it is the image that we used to generate. This. It missed the title, which is fine. Is this image? How did you generate this 300 into 120? Oh, it took the placeholder as well. Just item 1, item 2, item 3. Colors are a bit messed up. Nice. It can be used for creating the basic UIs. It's definitely not exactly one-to-one, but it came close. Use this hack for workarounds when it didn't have icon. And so from this image, we generated this code. From this image, we generated this code. From this, it generated this. What else we can do with vision? So we have, yeah, we can pass an image. We can do it with base 64. Or you can pass multiple images. Well, this is something we can do with passing multiple images. By controlling the detail parameter, which has three options, low, high, or bottom, you have control over how the model processes the image and generates texture understanding. By default, the model will use auto setting, which will look at the image input size and decide if it should use the low or high quality settings. We will enable the low resolution mode. This model will receive a low resolution version of the image and represent the image with a budget of 65 dollars. While GPT-4 with vision is powerful and can be used in many situations, medical images. Nice. Hmm. Yeah, this is a fun exercise. Can we build this more accurately? Like if I give it a prompt, if I like describe it more, use that approach describing. Let's share how. It's accurate. Let's show the color of the box. Color spacing, border radius is 5. Let's try generating this again. Let's see how much I've used. I didn't add. Yeah, so far we just used $0.53. We have we don't have $10, we have $5. So it's $5 are like good enough for trying things out. We have new card. This looks like a smaller code than before. Yeah, let's try. It generated a similar thing because we asked it for checking the color contrast. I think it did not add the tag things. Where is it? Yeah, these tags are missing. The title is missing. Not sure why title has been missing. It is missing earlier as well. There is title. Is it in white color? Title is there. It's just in white color for some reason. What is the color? Define. Yeah, it has defined color right for this action. I think that is what was applied to in title as well. Okay, fun exercise. Where's the previous one? I like this one more. I got the tags right. This is also fine approach. We can ask, we can first generate image with Dolly API and then just ask GPT-4 Turbo to figure it out. Next thing we had was text to speech. Let's try this as well. From screen. That sounds like a nice thing. It will create a speech for MP3 file. Okay. What other options does it have? System format, speed, the speed of generated audio, selected value from one is the default. I'm interested in what output is going to be because we don't really need AI to text to speech. So I'm guessing it's like more, it has more better accent for this.
Hello everyone from Stream. This is OpenAI's text-to-speech API. Hello everyone from Stream. This is OpenAI's text-to-speech API.
It does sound more natural than the text to speech that you get from web APIs. You should write out with like a larger text. What can I say? Just pick a random thing.
Anatomically modern humans first arrived on the Indian subcontinent between 73,000 and 55,000 years ago. 1. The earliest known human remains in South Asia date to 30,000 years ago. Sedentariness began in South Asia around 7000 BCE. 2. By 4500 BCE, settled life had spread to and gradually evolved into the Indus Valley Civilization, which flourished between 2500 BCE and 1900 BCE in present-day Pakistan and northwestern India. Early in the second millennium BCE, persistent drought caused the population of the Indus Valley to scatter from large urban centers to villages. Indo-Aryan tribes moved into the Punjab from Central Asia in several waves of migration. The Vedic period, 1500 to 500 BCE, was marked by the composition of their large collections of hymns, Vedas. The social structure was stratified via the Varna system, which persists till this day, though highly evolved. The pastoral and nomadic Indo-Aryans spread from the Punjab into the Gangetic Plain. Around 600.
It takes the breaks correctly, like even here after 55,000 years ago. It took a break and then started with the earliest. That is not the case with web text to speech. Web text to speech. JavaScript. Yeah. Let's try this as well and compare to. Yeah, speech synthesis. Let's just paste the same thing.
Anatomically, modern humans first arrived on the Indian subcontinent between 73,000 and 55,000 years ago. 1. The earliest known human remains in South Asia date to 30,000 years ago. Sedentariness began in South Asia around 7000 BCE. 2. By 4500 BCE, settled life had spread. 2. And gradually evolved.
This process.
100 B. Anatomically modern humans first arrived on the Indian subcontinent between 73,000 and 55,000 years ago. 1. The earliest known human remains in South Asia date.
There's definitely a difference. It's the OpenAI one is more natural. It's easier to understand this. This you can easily tell that it's from bot. Nice. What else do we have in OpenAI? This text to speech, we can change audio quality, voice options.
The sun rises in the east and sets in the west.
In the heart of the city, there is a large park where the library is a quiet and peaceful place.
The train chugged along the tracks.
In the kitchen, the aroma of freshly baked bread.
The beach was a popular spot on a hot summer.
Nice. There's some speech to text. You can try this on the audio that we generated. How close is it to be? Yes. This was I guess one thing that I would want to try this out later is if it understands the Indian accent, because even the Google and Siri, they're so bad at it. It'll be interesting to see how it works across the accents and just see if it's something that can be a good replacement for what Google uses. I think that is what I had. Apart from this, there are just some assistant APIs for generating chatbots that you can play around. I didn't have anything else. I think we can close the stream. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining in. I'll post the screenshots and uh, everything we did on Twitter or maybe in a blog. So I'll, apart from this, I'll just explore that text and writing AI thing. I'm not very hopeful on that, seeing the results. It's not very close, but yeah, I'll give it some try. I'll give a try to the thing that Yash also mentioned, the stable diffusion. So maybe that might be a bit more helpful. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining in, and maybe I'll just randomly do another stream with some different topic. Thanks. Bye.